theme of this segment is timely and relevant to the current circumstances where most countries find themselves vulnerable due to socio-economic hardships of climate change. It is therefore our conviction that parliaments gathered at the COP28 will do everything possible to complement the efforts of governments in combating the negative effects of climate change. In doing so, our parliament wishes to reiterate the sentiments echoed by our President, His Excellency, Honorable Cyril Ramaphosa, when addressing the opening segment of COP28. To applaud, which was, he called for people to applaud the landmark decision to operationalize the new fund on loss and damage. We therefore welcome the pledge of $100 billion on climate financing. Chairperson, the Parliament of the Republic of South Africa endorses fund mobilization priority for underdeveloped countries and economies for them to recover their infrastructural loss and damage as a result of climate change. We also add our voice in calling for multilateralism to prevail in global climate change operations. The introduction of the carbon adjustment measures by the EU undermines equity and the development of trade initiative. It can be detrimental and discriminatory in outlook towards the struggling economies, particularly on developing and underdeveloped countries. Our role as representatives of our people cannot be overemphasized in rendering the oversight responsibility of this fund. This, amongst others, will encompass the monitoring of the use of funds during the implementation processes by government and ensuring regular reporting as part of accountability. Recently, our Parliament passed the Disaster Management Act, which provides the framework for an integrated and coordinating disaster management policy focused on prevention, mitigation, emergency, preparedness, rapid and effective response, and post-disaster recovery. The National Assembly recently passed the Climate Change Bill, which is now with the National Council of Provinces. As I wish to assure this forum that climate change action remains key to South Africa's sustainable development agenda and our commitment to take every action that seeks to alleviate the negative impact of climate change. I heard Program Director, the professor earlier on talking on the power of science. And I also heard a young lady from Mexico expressing a word on the importance of collective conscience. And in that context, I would like to say, Honorable Chair and Honorable Members, it is my view that global emissions and their impact thereof on climate change is one of the critical areas which we need to look into. And I'm raising this in the context of the Russia-Ukraine war. I'm raising it in the context of the developments in the Gaza area. The regular shelling and bombing must definitely, the emissions must have a negative impact and contribute to the challenges of what we are dealing with today. And therefore, that issue of collective concern should be one of the issues that we discuss and encompass in the decisions that we take. The silencing of the guns, which is what the African Union took a decision on, which we continue to strive for, should be another matter which forms part of the discussions on climate change. Because once we silence the guns, there are no wars, there will be no weapons, there will be no bombing, no shelling, and therefore there can be less emissions. Thank you.